Gingerbread House paper bags next on our setting place. Stay tuned. It's super funny. Hey everybody, it's Shauna, and today we're going to make these adorable Gingerbread House paper bags. They're really easy to make and they're super fun, and you can make them as elaborate or as simple as you want. You can also use them for home decor, or you could use them as little treat bags when you're making Christmas cookies or treats for your friends. All you need to make these fun Gingerbread House paper bags are a lunch bag, brown paper lunch bag, and some white chalk pens. And you can get the chalk pens at Michael's or Joann's, Amazon, Target, wherever you want. They sell them pretty much everywhere. So what you do is you take the brown paper bag, and you can do it either way. If you want the front to not have a seam, then start with the flap up. This is what it does look like if you see the seam. As you can see, that back fold is like that. So whichever way you prefer, that's the way you're gonna fold it. So if you want the seam to be on the back, then take the side where the seam is, fold it over like this, make a crease, and then open it up, and then you're going to take the top flap and make a little triangle. This is how we're going to make our roof. And then fold the other side along the crease, like so. And then when you're done, you're going to tape that closed. But don't tape it closed yet, because if you want to use this as a treat bag, you're going to want to be able to fill it. Or if you want to stuff it so it's a little bit fuller, you could stuff it with old newspaper or crumpled magazines, whatever you want. Some of your recycling, you can stuff it in there. So once you have those folds made at the top, just kind of keep them to the back, and then you can get started. Fold down your little flap so it's like that, so you have more drawing space. And then take your pen, make sure you shake it really well to get started. And you'll probably want to start with a thinner paint pen if possible. I have a thinner paint pen, and it just ran out of ink, so I'm using my thicker one right now. And you can see it has a beveled edge, so I'm gonna use one side of it. So I like to start with taking one of the crease lines and just following that and making a cute little line across. And as we do this, there's really no right or wrong way to do it. It's just simple doodle style. And if you're not that confident in your doodle style, the best thing I suggest is to just getting a piece of paper and practicing. And I looked up fun Gingerbread House doodles online, and I just practiced. This was my first one. You can see I just, kind of made a box and a window, and then different scallops and different doodles, different squiggles, and then I got a little bit more elaborate on my second one. And the more I did it, the more I felt more confident in my little doodle style. So, and then here's the third one. And this is also just a fun thing to do on a snow day or in the evening as you're trying to relax before bed. Grab some markers, grab the kiddos, and make some warm tea and practice your doodles. So help get everybody in the holiday spirit and relaxed before bed. So what I like to do over here, back to the paper bag, is I draw a line and follow the crease, and I also like to start with a door just to get my whole page setup. So kind of like those round doors, just make a simple arch and then a doorknob. I go from there. So a lot of gingerbread styles have the cute little dots around them. And then they might have another rainbow, an arch around that. And remember, we're trying to make it look like icing. So that's why we're using the snowy white pen to look like the snowy icing. So to make the wider arch, I just use the wider side of my pen. And then you could also make some more cutesy scallops. And just use the thin side of the marker and go around. The more you do this, the more fun you have with it. And at first I wasn't confident in all of my little doodle styles, and then I just, relaxed and just started having fun with it, and it ended up being a lot of fun. So I hope you try this at home. Just kind of pretend you're back in school doodling on your piece of paper. So there's my little door, and I don't know if it really looks like a window. Sometimes it doesn't look like a door. Maybe I need to draw a window. Sometimes when I'm doing this, I question how I'm doing it. But then once I'm done, I feel like it all comes together. So here I'll draw some more scallops. Maybe put some more dots. I don't think you can ever have too many dots and scallops on a gingerbread house. Now in the center, the nice thing about making that crease is you have that center mark, so it helps you keep everything even. I like to draw the little hearts and the swirls, and anytime I put a swirl, I put the little dot, and make a little flourish there. And let's see, maybe it's time for another window. So for the window, just draw a line, and then you can do the oval if you're going with the oval theme. Do another window over here, and then to make sure it's even, I'll kind of put a little dot. Oh, look, that's too high. See, I'm not a very good artist. I'm an artist wannabe. But this gives you a basic idea. See, it's not even perfect, but what we're gonna do is we're gonna put dots. So then maybe it's not as noticeable. And put some dots around the bottom. And just have fun with it. Here, make a roof. Oh. That totally went off the side. All right, make some more scallops, dots, and then I'll make some scallops here. And if you noticed, I counted, I did the same number on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then I did more of the little dots. And you know what, how I made that mistake over here with my pen went up. I kind of like that. It kind of looks a little bit like snow on the roof line, doesn't it? It's kind of pretty. Some more snow up here. And so that's basically how to make the doodle style arches. And you can also make square windows. There's one that I did. I made, the windows are a little bit more square. This one either has snow or snow around it, or maybe that's the window shape closed. Did a lot of different flourishes. So there's all kinds of different ways that you can do it. Just have fun with it. And you can also do different colors. You could add glitter glue and highlight it. But as I was doing it with just the white, I liked how that looked. So I ended up keeping it that way. And when you're done, you can, as I said, put the treats inside. And then when you go to close it, you could either simply tape it shut, or you could punch a hole and loop some ribbon around it. So if you're doing it as a treat bag, it's probably really pretty. It's a much nicer idea, more formal to use the ribbon. Otherwise, if you're just doing it for home decor, you can just use simple tape, and that's about it. So enjoy, and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss any more fun, crafty videos. And make sure, big thumbs up if you like this, if you found it helpful, and you can always share with your friends. And don't forget, subscribe, and we'll see you next time. Thanks.